Hi guys, welcome to the lake. We're down here on the dock. It's pretty windy and wavy out, so you might hear some waves or wind noises in the background, but just try to ignore it. I'm planning a overnight trip next week, so I just wanted to go through some of the gear that I'll be bringing and show you what I've packed. So one thing, I'm planning to do a little bit of fishing, so I got my fishing rod. That's one thing I'll take. And to go with that, I've packed in the front pouch here little tackle box. It's got a crankbait, floating jerkbait, some jig heads, and some extra wide cast hooks. I've got some Mr. Twister plastic bait. Also got a pack of 5-inch Senkos with the nitro tail. Also in this front pouch here, we've got some toilet paper and hand sanitizer. I've read before that most people, when they get sick while camping, it's usually from poor hygiene and not from foodborne illnesses, so it's good to carry the hand sanitizer. You can also use that to treat poison ivy. If you think you've been exposed to some, you can rub some hand sanitizer on the area and it'll break down the oils. Also in this front pouch, I've got my GPS. I'll be wearing that on my wrist. I've got a headlamp in there. I like to keep things in here that I'll need to get to quickly, so headlamp will stay in there. I've got a Leatherman. This is a Surge, so I'll keep that on my belt, but I'm just keeping it in the front pouch for now. Also in there I've got a selfie stick. It's good to help for filming. And that's it for the front pouch. Then I got two side pouches here we'll go through next. On this one side I've got a small tarp here, and this is already all rigged up with a ridge line, and there's 4 pieces of paracord tied to each of the 4 corners. So that's just a quick deploy kind of system. In this other pouch, we've got one water bottle and another water bottle that has a cup that nests on it. So that takes care of the 2 side pouches. Also on the outside of the pack, we've got Grand Force Brooks Small Forest Axe. And on the other side, we've got the poles and pegs for the tent that I'm bringing. On the bottom of the bag here, we've got a dry sack. Inside here, I've got my clothes and the rain gear that I plan on bringing for the trip. We've got Helly Hansen rain pants. They're a little bulky, but they do a really good job. Those are actually like an overall, or coverall. And then I've got a K-Way rain jacket. We've got Columbia fleece. This is Uniqlo Geek Tech like long johns, so I've got both the top and bottom long johns. And then an extra pair of socks and underwear. That all goes in this dry bag. And then there's just the main pouch left. So I haven't packed my food yet, so that still has to go in here, but I've left some room for it. This bag is used to inflate my air mattress, and in that I keep the tent, that's the rain fly, and the tent itself. Got this little frying pan. I'll put that in my food bag when I pack that. We've also got Thermarest NeoAir X-Therm, and that's the long, so it's a little bit longer than the regular one. But I'm pretty tall, so I like to be comfortable when I sleep. We've got 2 pouches. This one is all my hygiene items. This is my possibles pouch with these other odds and ends. I'll go through those in a sec. The last thing I got in here is my sleeping bag. I'm going to do a review on this probably on the trip, so I'll put a link here in the video when I've got that ready. This is the Sierra Designs backcountry bed, and it's the 3 degrees Celsius one. It's the comfort rating, but it's rated down to -3 degrees Celsius for extreme. And that's it.
Okay, here are the 2 pouches from inside the bag. The big one is the Possibles pouch with a bunch of odds and ends. It keeps them organized if you keep them in a small bag. And the other smaller one is my hygiene items. So we'll go through that one first. So inside here, we've got some sunscreen for my face because I burn so easily. We've got some biodegradable soap, so I'll use that for everything, for my hair, my face, my pots and pans, everything. Got a small first aid kit in here. Inside here there's also an extra set of contacts because I will be blind without them. And we've got some water treatment tablets as well. We've got a small toothpaste and toothbrush. This is a small mirror. I can open it. So that's good for putting on sunscreen. If you need to put contacts in your eyes, it's helpful to have a mirror too. And really you could use it for signaling if you ever had to in a pinch. We've got some tweezers and a small chamois. And that's it for hygiene items and first aid. And that all goes in there. This bigger pouch is all of my odds and ends, like I said. So we've got some leather gloves. It's good for the campfire or using the axe or whatever. Got a small mech merino beanie. We've got a Life straw, water filter. This is a battery-powered or a solar-powered battery bank. So I can use that to charge my headlamp or my phone. And we have a cable for the headlamp and the iPhone. This is a small container that has dryer lint and fire rope in it for fire starting. Also for fire starting, we've got a fire steel on a lanyard. We've got a small Bic lighter and some lifeboat matches. For tools in here, we've got a Pocket Boy folding saw, that's the 130mm blade, and a small folding knife. We've got a long handle titanium spoon, some AAA batteries for my GPS, and some zip ties, and duct tape, that's Gorilla tape, for if I have to make any emergency repairs, and a sponge to clean up my pots and pans. And that's it. That all goes in that bag. Okay, so here's everything all laid out. Just to go through it again real quick. This is my backpack. It's made by Why Not? And this was the one designed by Joe Robinet. For my sleep system, this is the Mech Spark 1. The Thermarest Neo Air X-Therm. My Sierra Designs backcountry bed. For cookware and water, we have a Clean Canteen, and this is a water bottle I got from a blind box. It's Aventura Outdoors. This is my also a frying pan I got from a blind box as well. This is the cup that nests in Clean Canteen bottle. In this bag we got my tarp and rope. These Possible pouch and hygiene pouch are also made by Why Not as well. In that bag is my clothing and rain gear. So for the fishing gear, we've got these 3.5-inch grubs, the Gary Yamamoto Senkos. In this little tackle box, we've got some Rapala little jointed floater, and a square bill crankbait, some jig heads. These are some bait hooks and extra wide gap hooks. My axe is the Grand Forest Brook small forest axe. My fishing rod is the St. Croix Icon, that's the medium light power. And for the reel, this is a Pflueger President XT. For filming, I have a selfie stick and a GorillaPod. And for the tools I keep in my front pouch, I got my Garmin Fortrex 401, a headlamp, and my Leatherman Surge. And there's everything. I weighed it, and I think it weighs around 23, 24 pounds, so it's not too heavy. I'm heading out in a week. If there's anything you think I need to add to my pack, let me know in the comments below. And once I film the video, I'll post a link to it here as well, so keep an eye out for that. Please give me a like and subscribe. I'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.